Good morning. I think it is Thursday, the 20th of October, something like that. Anyway, and the reason I'm coming on is we've had a full moon. The energy was absolutely intense, and I just wanted to talk a little bit this morning about how important it is at the moment for everyone to understand that we're in a time energetically where it's all about speaking your truth. And this will be coming up in every single area of your life. It's going to be coming up around your friendships, your families, the people you're working for. We are so in an energetic space of truth emerging that unfortunately, the polarity between those who are awake and those who are asleep is getting bigger because of the brainwashing that's going on. I just listened to a very interesting psychologist speaking with Dan Aston Gregory. Is it Dan Aston Gregory on his podcast about how brainwashing works? And it's a very interesting podcast, actually. So as people are becoming more and more brainwashed, those of us who are awake now, I'm really guided. In fact, more than guided, I'm just downloading, and I have to get out of the way, that the work and the support that is needed now for those of you who are awake to what's going on and what to do with that energy and how to continue expanding into the higher frequency, because otherwise, because of the pull to the density, and we're all on a very rocky road at the moment where energetically and emotionally it's like this, and I've been on it. My God, the ride, it's literally like strapping yourself in. I've never been on one of those rides at the fun fair, but it's like literally putting on one of those straps and literally being pulled backwards and forwards. But every time we settle back in to who we really are, to our expansiveness, to our connection to higher source, to God, whatever you want to call it, to the universe, to nature, we will be guided. And what comes up in our lives around speaking our truth is the most important thing you can do with your energy and your awareness at the moment. Because more people than ever now are speaking up and speaking out. And that could be, in a marriage, it could be talking to your boss. It could be admitting to yourself that you've got an addiction that you really want to work through. It could be realizing that actually, do you know what? It's time to have some mentoring or some healing. Because when we get to a certain level of awareness, we cannot keep on banging the drum of whatever it is we're banging on about, whether it's the children getting the vaccines or, going to the marches or speaking out, which needs doing. That still needs doing. But it's really, really vital that we each tune in to our own frequency so that we don't get stuck in the mind and the 3D that is perpetuating what's going on. And I keep on saying this, and I do not want to say it in a way that is going to be putting anyone down, because it's not about putting anyone down. What I'm sharing with you is how important it is to keep on tuning into yourself, because what is happening and what is going to happen is we're going to start seeing a lot of burnout. We're going to start seeing a lot of anxiety. We're going to start seeing a lot of people actually becoming disconnected and living in a zombie land as if it's the apocalypse, which it feels like. And the craziness of it all is going to start making you question who you are, what you're doing here, why are you here. And the truth is that the reason you can see behind what's going on is because you are an evolving conscious being. And my invitation to you is to really be aware of that. I'm going to be talking hopefully in the next few days or in the next week, to my dear friend and mentor Fiona Lindley. It's a topic that I would like to talk openly about, and how we together can assist humanity with all the other angels and warriors of light who are assisting and stepping out of our comfort zones to share how we can do this together, how we can collectively raise the frequency. And of course, the darker it's all getting, the denser, the darker, the heavier, the more frightening, the scarier, the shocking it's getting. By the same token, because this is how it works here on Earth, is that the light, the opportunities, the access to higher frequencies and higher dimensional beings and gifts and light that is coming in is meaning that we can actually expand our own awareness, our own knowingness, our own inner connection to these higher frequencies, which are very, very subtle to begin with, and we can choose to ignore them. As I said, if you're stuck in the freedom fighter role and you find that you are picking up addictions that are getting worrying, or you're overeating, or you're feeling depressed over, the way out of this, the way to move out of this, is to start going within and following the feeling of what feels aligned to you, so that you can do the both, but from more awareness. And when you start to tune into your own energy, things will change dramatically for you. So as I said, it's been a very rocky road, and once you tune back in or reach out and ask for the support, I'm supporting many people, my own clients at the moment, wherever they are at on their journey. And the first step is to recognize that wherever you are at on your journey, the invitation is to experience and embody greater awareness, expansion, and heightened states that are going to balance out the duality of the darkness. And it is so potent at the moment. I really hope you can connect with my words at some level. I obviously will be talking much more about this, and I'm going to be doing a conversation live on Zoom with Fiona to talk about this more, because it is quite mind-shattering. Have a great day, and I'll speak to you again really soon.